This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
And a pleasant good evening live from the Eisenhower Middle School gym, and we'll tell you why here in a second. Ready for a varsity matchup. This is the conclusion of the Elgin Eisenhower JV. This is knotted at one apiece, and it's the best of three, so the winner takes all in the JV department. And right now, Elgin leads by a slim margin of 7-5. Good evening to you. My name is Eric Sherm, along with Glenn Brockenbush, part of the Oklahoma Sports Network and on the OSN app. And we're ready for the 2023-2024 sports season. This is our inaugural first broadcast of the 2023 season.
Yeah, first and foremost, Eric, just super privileged to be a part of this. And, it's crazy that we're already mid-August. Football season will be here in a couple weeks, but some great volleyball action tonight. And as you mentioned, some technical difficulties at Eisenhower High School pushed us to the middle school. They're more than very welcome hosts to allow these teams to be playing here tonight.
I was talking with a head principal at Eisenhower, and it's their AC is semi-out, meaning there's two units that cool the gym and one unit's down. And he said one unit in temperatures like this cannot really be that comfortable. So luckily they just walk right next door. And a beautiful gymnasium, if you've never walked inside the Eisenhower Middle School, what a great rendition of that bond that was passed to get a new school. That the Eisenhower Middle School, of course, had a lot of its challenges and physically, and everybody that went through that school knew it, and it was replaced. So it's here, and we're going to finish up with this game right here between the JV, and we had the freshmen that started things off. And when you mentioned football, really almost technically not even a couple of weeks away because of our 11 schools in the network. I think 8 or 9 are playing next week for real in what they call 0 week. And I hope they just stop calling it 0 week because there are so many teams because of non-scheduled games that end up playing that last week of August Friday. So most of our teams, in fact, you're going to be calling Elgin. They are not going to be playing next week, so there'll be another scrimmage for them. They will be ready for September 1st along with Lawton High. But almost all the rest of them, including MacArthur and Eisenhower, MacArthur will play next Thursday at Cameron Stadium. Eisenhower will be at home Friday at Cameron Stadium, and that kicks off your football season. So ready or not, vacation's over, and sports is here and upon us, and I'm glad.
Can almost hear the pads popping from here, man.
Well, and I've seen some of the practices, and there's another thing, too, if you've not been out to see any of the practice fields, that's another thing that we're talking about off air about softball. They redid the practice fields for all three schools. They're up and running. Softball and baseball fields going to be replaced, and those were a little bit behind, so I was, again, talking to Eisenhower administration, and they are hoping, fingers crossed, by next week they may be able to get on the softball field. They got one dugout done, one dugout to go, and they should be ready. So we're ready for it too. It's 11-6 in favor of the Elgin JV. Winner of this one will take the best of three. We will take a timeout and be back to varsity action right after this. So you're watching Volleyball Game of the Week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Aw, look, how sad. Everybody but you has a debit card, and they're all out having fun, shopping, dining, feeling good. And here you are with crumpled cash and counting change. Not a good look, pal. Sounds like your wallet needs a friend. That friend is a PayMe debit card from Communication Federal Credit Union. Use your free PayMe card in apps, in stores, and anywhere you shop. You're good to go. Come into any branch and open your account in as little as 10 minutes or go to comfedcu.org. Communication Federal.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Waste is dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer residential trash services for Lawton's outlying communities. We are a locally owned company. We're fast, professional, and affordable. High-quality customer service is our #1 focus, and we deliver every time. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every problem has a solution. Waste Solutions. Call or click today.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Welcome back live to the Elgin Middle School Gym, host of this varsity matchup between the Elgin Lady Owls and the Eisenhower Lady Eagles. And so glad to have you along, myself with Glenn Brockenbush, ready for some sports action in the Oklahoma area that we are starting off our season. If this is new to you and you are watching us on Facebook, please like us there, follow us there. If you're also watching on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure that you download the app. It's easy, accessible, and it's free to watch. So Apple and Android devices, just search the Oklahoma Sports Network. And if you're on Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV, same goes for you. You can just download by searching the Oklahoma Sports Network. It's free to download, free to watch, and we're ready to begin. So we got a great one ahead, and we'll turn it over to Mr. Glenn Brockenbush.
Yeah, we've got a matchup tonight, Elgin and Eisenhower. Both teams early on in the season. Elgin is just 2-0. Meanwhile, Eisenhower, they are, I
think they lost their first
they're
one.
0-5,
okay.
According to OSSARankings.com, under the direction of Nico Miranda. And this is going to be an interesting matchup. Elgin is, under Jenny Walker. They've had a pretty good program in the past few years. Obviously, them and Cash have been pretty good. But this team, it's going to be very interesting to see what they have just during warm-ups. Neither team really necessarily has a size advantage, which you always look for in volleyball, but Yeah, we're really excited to bring you the first sporting event of the year on OSN down here in the foots of the Wichita Mountains. So.
Well, and these are teams that know each other. They're kind of familiar with, going. Elgin is kind of new to the 5A arena. They were a 4A school. They've come up. They've really grown, and they made an impact with football, which you're going to get to see first and up close and personal this year as they finished second in the district behind Midwest City. Lost in the last second pass to the end zone, and they could have gone either way. Elgin was ahead at that point. And they made a great statement of being in 5A. So they're right here in 5A, and so they're kind of getting used to this new territory of the schools that they're up against, and they're faring quite nicely. Now, one little difference last year, 5A in football, but 4A in basketball. And I don't think that's the case this year. I think they're going to play 5A basketball this year.
Yeah, they've the way the OSSA does that with the enrollment,
ADMs,
yeah, the ADMs, they do adjust it per different for the different sports. I know the Owls, I believe, had already been playing 5A in baseball, in basketball, I think a couple of years ago, but not until last year was their enrollment high enough that they were going to play in football. But it was something that was coming. I talked to Superintendent Nate Mraz a few years ago, and he was like, "We're going to be 5A soon," and so it's been growing. It's a growing community, really nice community. I've worked and spent a lot of time there, and Eisenhower, of course, just right down the road. My wife and I live in Northwest Lawton, so I mean, it's like you said, this is a beautiful gym. We were driving up here the other day, and she thought this was the high school. She's like, "There's no way that the brand new, beautiful school is for the middle school."
A little jealousy for the high schoolers.
Maybe a little bit.
Man, I missed out on that. If I could have had that at just a few years.
Imagine after 8th grade, it's almost a little letdown when you get up there.
I understand that.
But, yeah, as you mentioned, beautiful gym, beautiful facility, and now, of course, the football team has a beautiful new practice field, and the softball team about to follow suit. The baseball field is looking a lot better than it did a few years ago.
It's really good for the Lawton community to
Absolutely.
have that, and it's really kind of, really deserving for these kids to be able to play on that. And now we mentioned the Elgin change of transition. Eisenhower is going to transition back to 6A. After the commitment of the 2 years with football, so it's like that was that. Next year, they're gonna jump back up into the 6A realm, and I think they're gonna place them where Lawton High is, and they'll be in the same district. That happened a time or two ago. Now, old timers will tell you they used to be in that Boomer Conference, and so they used to have to play each other to see if they would make the playoffs. But it was in like the teens of the 2000 era. That one time Eisenhower had to play that. So they'll go back up to 6A. When you're right on that cusp of the ADMs, you just never can control where you're at, with 5A and 6A. But, nonetheless, that's what it is. You can't really control your population.
Right.
It's like, okay, this is how many kids we got, and this is what we're going to play.
I've had those discussions before with coaches in some of the smaller classifications that are still kind of in our even if they're not necessarily in the OSN realm, but in Southwest Oklahoma, that your Anadarkos and your Marlows, we're always kind of teetering on that line. And of course, around 3A, you have a lot of those private schools. And I had a coach tell me one time, he goes, how fair is that I don't get to choose my enrollment, but private schools do. But it is what it is. And both these, programs, Eisenhower and Elgin, again, like you said, growing every day. It's gonna cause a lot of interesting dynamics down the road in sports.
Well, they put about 3.5 minutes before we start this one. We'll take one more timeout and be back to action. The starting lineups coming up next, right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. and finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Here at Classic Lawton Chevrolet, we love our community and we want to show our appreciation.
We offer savings for military, first responders, college students, and educators, giving back to those who give everything they've got.
What's in your driveway? You don't have to come onto the lot. We'll bring it to you.
Get a 360-degree view and video summary of every vehicle. Top dollar for your trade, and even get pre-approved. ClassicChevyNation.com.
What's in your driveway?
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
All right, welcome back here to the Eisenhower Middle School gym. And just when we thought that we figured this timing out, when there was 3 minutes left and we took a break, then all of a sudden we look up and they put 10 minutes back up on. So, you know, you're going to have to just hear us conversate a little bit more about the Oklahoma Sports Network. And we're glad to do it because we told you that if you've not, like us on Facebook, follow us on, I don't call it Twitter anymore, we got to call it X. So follow us on X. Instagram, we're on TikTok. We have 1.1 million views on our TikTok. And then also on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. For those who are watching on YouTube Live, please subscribe to our channel. And for those who are watching on Facebook Live, follow us there. Reason being is I didn't know you had a volleyball game going on. Yeah, I know. If you followed us, you kind of know ahead of time what matchups that we've got, who, where, when. Elgin and Eisenhower, both one of our schools. 11 schools in the network. All three Lawton schools. Cache, Elgin, Altus, Newcastle, all of Midwest City, Del City, Carl Albert, and the newest to the family is the Walters Blue Devils. So we welcome Walters in. We're going to get a shot of them. We're going to see a little bit of their scrimmage on Friday, and then they are going to kick off for real next week, in fact, on the road. So as we said, 0 week for football upon us starts next week on August 24th for the MacArthur Highlanders, everyone else on the 25th. And if you didn't play then, you'll play September 1st. Now, what does that do when you play a 0 week? Well, I'll tell you, it gives you a bye week. And for the MacArthur Highlanders, Coach Manning likes the fact that he can put that right before district game 1, so you get 2 weeks to prepare to enter into district.
And it's all about personal preference in terms of when you talk to coaches. I know Farron Griffin at Cache has always said he liked having kind of that week to recover after non-district. Meanwhile, Chalmer Wyatt with the Elgin Owls, you know, he kind of likes the repetition of having, you know, your routine each week and having that set game plan of what to do prior to Friday night and have all the 10 games in a row. So, yeah, the Elgin Owls will be playing September 1st, like you said, against Anadarko at Elgin Owl Stadium, a beautiful facility there. Yeah, it's wild that it's almost here, man. It's and Eric, you know, you've been doing this a while with with the OSN. It's something that we look forward to every year, and it's football country down here. It absolutely is, and but tonight it's volleyball country.
Yeah.
So,
well, and the thing is too, and I know that football gets all the attaboys and the congratulatories, but it really comes down to all the high schools have great performances between these teams, and that's why we want to focus some of that. So we do some volleyball, we do some softball, and then of course we do all of football, home and away, plus playoffs. And then when the winter time comes up, we've got basketball, but we've also entered into soccer. We've done some swimming. Even we'll do baseball to conclude. So we start in August, and the network will go long and strong all the way up until next May.
Yeah, all of these student athletes work extra hard, not just the ones that put on the helmets and the pads. And so it's nice to give these student athletes, whether they're playing volleyball, softball, soccer, baseball, what have you, to give them kind of the spotlight every now and then. It's one thing that I know that you've heard plenty of times is, we got the military community down here. If you have a family member who's serving overseas, it may be 6 a.m. where they are, but they might be able to watch their daughter or granddaughter or niece play volleyball tonight. And that's really special.
Well, and the other thing is, too, all of these matchups are on archive, so that means you can watch them on demand. So you don't have to set your watch to it. You can say, hey, I'll get around to it, because these will stay up for one calendar year after the broadcast. So all of last year's games are still there. And then when we get done, we just cleaned house and got rid of the previous year. So we've got 1 year, calendar year's worth of sports and action. And, of course, on YouTube, they never go away. And you can have on Facebook as well.
Right. And when you talk about kind of those the advantages of following us on different socials or on YouTube and things like that, I know for one, today on my YouTube feed, it gave me a reminder, hey, 6:30 tonight, just in case, I forgot that I was supposed to meet you here, Eric.
There it is. I like all the reminders we can get.
Yeah, it said, hey, 6:30 tonight, there will be volleyball on OSN. And then we already have the app downloaded, our Roku. Wife and dogs will be walking through the house. I might be watching an old game, like you said, years worth of archives. It's a super cool feature that you have, and we want to thank all of our sponsors that make it available to everyone for free.
Yep. The other thing is, too, when on the app, when you download it, and if you're tech savvy, and if you're not, then you can maybe ask someone to do it. You can get push notifications on each one of the teams. So, and it's so specific. If you say, okay, I want to know when Elgin plays, and then you can put all the sports. Or if you just say, I want to know when Elgin plays football, please notify me when that happens. And that's another great tool of having an app is those push notifications. So we got about 5 minutes before we tip this one off, have our starting lineups as you are watching our volleyball game of the week right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Check out the new Westside Ace Hardware and Carpet One. Our huge showroom is filled with the latest in home flooring and stocked with all your project needs. Come in today and see what you've been missing. The new Westside Ace Hardware and Carpet One, directly behind Wayne's Drive-In on Cash Road. Experience the new Westside Carpet One. Our showroom is filled with the latest floor covering and interior design trends, and our experienced staff will make your satisfaction a priority. The all-new Westside Carpet One, behind Wayne's Drive-In on Cash Road.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
College is about more than just a degree.
It's a journey that will shape your future and change your life. That's why MSU Texas provides a place to find your passion,
to connect with others,
and discover who you truly are.
We're dedicated to providing a well-rounded education that prepares you for a variety of careers.
You'll have everything you need to pursue your dreams at MSU Texas.
Start your journey. For more information, visit msutexas.edu.
Where sports is our middle name. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Eisenhower Middle School Gym for our volleyball game of the week on the Oklahoma Sports Network between the Eisenhower Lady Eagles and the Elgin Lady Owls. I'm Glenn Brockenbush, joined by Eric Sherem. We want to welcome you and thank you for joining us on this broadcast tonight. Our first sports broadcast of the sports year of the school year.
I was going through drought. Summers are nice.
You're telling
Vacations
me,
are
man.
nice.
Yeah.
But I love right where we're at.
Absolutely. I think as a high schooler, I used to dread going back to school, and now I'm like, well, I still have to work. We still have to work. You're still an adult, but guess what? There will be sports right around the corner. So it's always kind of a nice. You look at things a little bit differently as you grow up, but. The Eisenhower Lady Eagles will start off, I believe, on the left of your screen in the uniforms that are going to be their traditional Columbia blue with kind of a gradient fade to a black. Meanwhile, the Elgin Lady Owls will be wearing the red and black shorts from right to left, as we will get the starting lineups here in under a minute. As we mentioned early on in the pregame broadcast, Eisenhower still looking for their first win of the season. Elgin 2-0 on their campaign. So we will see as these two teams get ready to do battle. I saw where Lawton MacArthur played in a tournament over the weekend. Did very well, I believe.
We'll get to see them in action. We'll get to see Lawton High, too, because our games of the week, we kind of spread it around. I'm trying to arrange MacArthur plays Carl Albert. That should be a great potential playoff match, and that's going to be on the 31st of August. I think that's up in Carl Albert. We should have that up on the network as well.
Even if you don't follow 5A volleyball or high school volleyball in this state, if you follow high school sports at all, Carl Albert is always going to have athletes. It doesn't. I don't know if I can name a sport that I've watched them play poorly in.
No, you're right. You got that right.
So, and of course, MacArthur has just been really good over the past few years, making runs to the state tournament. So
Coach Kat's got him really going over there, and she really is, I guess, really developed a program. It's not just having 100%. A good team, but when you get a program, then you just kind of reload.
It is a mindset. It is a kind of mentality.
So they are going to do the national anthem, so we want to take a break while they do that, and we'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
It's real red wine vinegar and olive oil blend. It's called the Juice. And at Jersey Mike's, it adds that jazz to your sub. Add a flavor zing with the Juice. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
We are celebrating.
Here at Pam and Barry's team, we've been helping you through the real estate process for more than 20 years.
We want to thank you for choosing our team to help you.
We sold our house at full asking price, and it took less than about a week to get our full asking price with Pam and Barry.
Don't go at it alone.
Let us handle it all here.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Scooter's Coffee, world-class coffee rooted in quality, with 2 locations to serve you in Lawton and Elgin. Wake up to the amazing aroma of quality, from their hot and iced drinks to blenders, smoothies, teas, to even their great food delights. Or why not try their at-home coffees or coffee on the go? Locally owned and operated, Scooters in Lawton and Elgin. Scooters, rooted in quality.
Welcome back to Eisenhower Middle School. We are having the announcement of the rosters right now for the Elgin Lady Owls. Number 1, Allie Geiger. Number 2, Caitlin Harvey. Number 4, Eliana Terrio. Number 5, Cameron Quintanilla. Number 6, Sadie Garnett. Number 7, Amaya Rodriguez. Number 10, Kayla Centennial. Number 11, Chelsea Cortez. Number 15, Ariana Thomas. Number 16, Jaden Ramos. Number 20, Viviana Dorselli. And number 25, Addison Choate. Right now, the Eisenhower Lady Eagles. Number 1, Emily McCrae. Number 3, Haley Locke. Number 4, Adley Hudman. Isha Kata, number 5. Number 6, Destiny Mendez. Number 7, Emma Hall. Number 8, Laura Mercer. Number 10, Miranda Arevalo. Number 13, Aria Brown. 14, Tiana Adams. And number 16, Kaylee Tito. That is the roster for the Eisenhower Lady Eagles, the hosts tonight. If you're just joining us, we are playing at the middle school as some difficulties with the air conditioning unit at Eisenhower High School moved us just a few feet over on Gore Boulevard.
And it's frustrating. Mr. Lear said it was working. Trust me. Yeah, I said, it's happened right when school started. No, I mean we had it working before school started, and then all of a sudden it wasn't working.
Yeah,
so
it's
that's how it goes. It is.
Yeah, you just never know. But we are grateful for the hospitable hosts here at Eisenhower Middle for allowing us to do this, and for the LPS brass to kind of put this in motion for tonight's game of the week. Eisenhower versus Elgin. We're pleased to bring this to you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. However you're watching us, we thank you. This is Glenn Brockenbush alongside Eric Sherem. And we are just about set to get underway. We got the AC/DC pumping. We've got a pretty decent crowd here tonight. A lot of Eisenhower folks, obviously. Got a few Elgin folks here. Not a super long drive, maybe about 20 minutes down on the turnpike. So we got a good one here.
Well, and like I said, we talked about them, Elgin moving up. You create different rivalries. You had who you had in your district, and now you're playing up to a different level. And so we've had schools do that. Deer Creek did that. They jumped up from like nowhere, from like a 2A school to 6A1. Newcastle, if they're not careful, and that's one of our schools on the network, they are growing on the south side tremendously. They're 4A now, but knocking at the door. In a couple of years away, they'll be a 5A school before you know it.
Those ADMs are wild, man. When you look at some of these programs that just a few years ago were much smaller, a program like Elgin, a program like Piedmont, a program like Deer Creek.
Yeah, Piedmont moves to 6A now.
That's wild.
Next year.
That is wild. Yep. All right, we get started, and as the teams get set. Okay, here comes the libero for Eisenhower. That's Destiny Mendez. And it'll be number 10, Miranda Arevalo, set to serve for Eisenhower. Eisenhower in the Columbia blue and black, coming from left to right. Here's the serve overhand. It is hit and falls in the middle. That is a point for Ike, as appeared to be hit by Amaya Rodriguez for Elgin, and nobody else really answered the bell after that.
It's kind of what you want to do is start your, on a home floor like that, is to jump out like that.
Yeah, I think the key for Eisenhower is to get the lead and stay there, and that one just snuck in the corner, much to the dismay of the Elgin players.
She let that one go, and she goes, I think that's out.
As somebody who used to play volleyball himself, yes, I did. At one point, I used to be in good shape. If you're not sure, you got to play it, I feel like. That one is played, and there's the tip over. Back to Eisenhower. That one is played out of bounds. The hit by McCray is tipped out of bounds by Elgin, so a 3-0 quick start for Eisenhower. And if you're a team looking for your first victory of the season, this is the way you want to start. Another serve by Arevalo. Goes deep again. And it is played into the net by Hudman.
Wanted that spike. Whiten didn't get it.
Sorry, that was Terrio. Another serve by Arevalo, barely.
Nice save.
And they're coming back the other way. Played by Harvey. And there's a point on the spike by Rodriguez.
Well, you get to see this here, an instant replay right here, where it just was really a nice set. You know, you just kind of want to loft it up there and then let your killer do the rest.
Great kill by Amaya Rodriguez as Caitlin Harvey with the serve. Libero Quintanilla. And there's a spike by Terrio, and that was out of bounds. Side out. Ball goes over to Eisenhower, as does the point. And here comes Adley Hudman. Out goes Tiana Adams. And serving now will be Haley Locke, number 3, 5'1", Eisenhower. Locke with the strong serve. Harvey. Hudman, and the ball back over to Eisenhower. Harvey again. They're going to try and get the spike, and there's a nice play there by Elgin's number 4, Ellie Terrio. As Rodriguez will get the serve now. 5-2. Eisenhower in front. Elgin with service. The jump serve played by Eisenhower over the net. Nice play by Choate. A spike into the net by number 4, Adley Hudman. So that is a fault point in favor of Elgin. 3 serving 5 now. The serve comes over to Eisenhower. Gonna have to scramble for it. Not enough. Point goes to Elgin as the Owls, once down 5-1, are building quite a comeback. Of course,
that's how this happens.
5-1 is not much of a. This isn't baseball.
It was a good start, but Elgin didn't lose their composure and now almost set to tie.
Oh, just absolutely
killed it.
Nice. Great serve. Maybe misplayed by Hudman, but it was that was a tough play anyways, as we are now all square. As Rodriguez continues to serve with poise and power. Another hot serve right into the same corner again, and they're going to give the same result. Point again. Very similar actually to the point that Eisenhower had just earlier. Finishes right square in the back corner, and those are going to be kind of a call it play. You got to make that split decision. 6-5 Elgin now. Rodriguez again. That one is out. So Eisenhower will get the ball back and a point.
This will be the best of 5, so whoever gets to 3 first. We're in set number 1. All tied up at 6 apiece.
Brown comes into the game for Eisenhower on the rotation, and here is Mendez, the libero, with the serve. It's going to be a hit by Geiger. Great.
Nice.
Very delicately hit. Wasn't even maybe the most powerful spike, but when you place it like that, it's almost like a pitcher that doesn't throw it that hard. But
sometimes it doesn't have to be that hard. It can just be placed.
7-6 Eisenhower. Bit of a rainbow ball there. Played by Harvey and not going to get over the net. Point for the Eagles. 8-6. Looks like Rodriguez played Choate, Pudman. This one's going to be played by McCray.
It's a little bit too much. That back end to go out. And, that's the momentum switches in sports like this. The flow can just all of a sudden, you're up 5-0, and the next thing, we're all tied up,
Yeah, it is a fickle game, volleyball is. The serve.
Nice save.
By Thomas. Tried to save it, but that's going to be a point for Elgin. As Ariana Thomas serving again. I mentioned before this, not a ton of real height advantage or size up front for either team, but they're really strong in the middle. And of course, as I say that, a ball finishes right in the middle where Mendez was unable to get to it.
They call that the broadcast jinx.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll
on a stretch.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll kick that in a few times this year. I apologize in advance.
Yeah.
Hudman can't get that one over the net. Tried to get it around, but that's against the rules technically. So we're going to have another substitution. Isha Kata comes in, it looks like. As another serve for Elgin. Owls with the 2-point lead right now as more folks trickle in. Arevalo to Brown. And here's a hit from Elgin. It's going to be McCray with the spike, and it's going to finish there for another Eagles point. And right on cue, Emily McCray will try to continue that momentum from the server's position. Ike down 9-10, and that is not going to get him a point. So Elgin leading 11-9. Ellie Terrio will be serving. That one just out. Man, that's an inch or two the other way. That's probably a point for Elgin. It's kind of like what we talked about tonight, kind of those call-it plays where you got to make a split-second decision. Here's Kata with the serve now. Terrio. Misplayed there at the net by Eisenhower. That was number 14, Adams. And so, Eisenhower able to get service back pretty quickly on these last couple of plays, but unable to really string a sequence of points or rallies together. They still trail by 2 as number 6, Sadie Garnett, with a beautiful serve. McCray to Adams. And it looks like Cortez going to play that one, but it's going to be played out of bounds. Oh, they're going to give it a double hit, actually. So that is going to be point Eisenhower and service Eisenhower. As Aria Brown serving once again for the Lady Eagles. She is set, she serves. Hit back over, here's Brown, McCray. It's going to be hit over again. Nice little rally going.
Oh, nice save.
Oh, right at the net. And
beautiful.
You have a battle at the net, and Rodriguez is going to win that bout. Ball and point to Elgin.
There, yeah.
It's the beauty of instant replay right there. I always forget that we're going to have that luxury.
Oh, yeah. Gotta get it sometime.
Number 10, Kayla Centennial with the serve. That's going to be hit out of bounds. Looks like Arevalo went with kind of the set there, kind of in no man's land. It's almost you decide whether to hit it up, hit it down. 14-11, Arevalo again, hits it back over, and what a spike by Rodriguez.
Snuck that run right in.
Man, Rodriguez not only in service but at the net tonight. I know it's early, but, man, she has really been one of the more valuable players for Elgin so far tonight. I'm sure we'll be calling her name plenty tonight. And the ball goes over. Lauren Mercer, number 8, probably the big, tall middle blocker there for Eisenhower right now. With the play at the net, that gives Eisenhower the point. 15-12, Elgin leads. Served by Arevalo. And that goes clear over the side-out line. So that'll be another point for Elgin, and Caitlin Harvey comes back in to serve. Garnett also on the floor. Rodriguez, Quintanilla, and looks like Choate as well. There's Mercer with the play at the net. A beautiful play there by McCray. McCray setting up her teammate, and that is going to be hit, but hit right into the net by Destiny Mendez. Well, Eric, it really looked like they were setting Mendez up for a nice spike and just maybe mistimed it there.
Yeah, didn't materialize.
Good play by McCray, but to no avail.
You know, I know what happens. I mean, you start off with a 5-0 start. I mean, when does it start to creep in on you? You know what I mean? It's like.
Well, and especially when you're in high school, you know, when you're a younger athlete, the, you know, momentum can be a very mental thing. Right. And that one played over, out of bounds. Adams had a shot at it and just trickled.
I knew I said, when is Coach going to call timeout? Because, you know, he has to stop the bleeding at this point, and that's a good decision.
Coach Nika Miranda calls timeout. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors. You're watching Volleyball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled healthcare to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
Welcome back at the gymnasium of Eisenhower Middle School, where the Eisenhower High School Lady Eagles trail Elgin 19-12. They were down just 15-12 just a few moments ago, but some
a little bit of a rally, a little bit of a rally.
A little bit of a rally by Elgin as Caitlin Harvey prepares to serve yet again. This one is played by Kata. Adams hits it back over, and once again, Kiana Adams' right place when hitting it, wrong place where it lands. As Harvey will prepare to hit it yet again. Pretty strong Elgin contingent here tonight, and it's played off of Kata for another point. 21-12 now, just a few points away from possibly taking this first set are the Elgin Owls. So Harvey back there in the red shoes, hitting it, played by McCray, played back to McCray, and that's going to be out of bounds as well, just a little too strong. I will say that you got to give Emily McCray a lot of credit. She's been all over the place in this first set for Eisenhower, really kind of putting her body on the line in a few of those plays, and that one just wasn't the way she intended. It's played right to her again, played up to Kata, and McCray hits it back over to Elgin. Here's Harvey. It is Terrio who played it over for Elgin. Rodriguez with the spike, and it is kept alive.
Oh, wow, what a good save.
Adams.
That's a great volley.
They're going to try and set up a kill again. A little lighter this time. That one's going to go out of bounds. There's the point. A valiant effort by Eisenhower, but just couldn't keep the momentum going there towards the end of that. So Harvey now with another serve back there. Beautifully placed. It's almost like playing against a man defense in football. You just find the soft spot in the zone and just hit it.
Well, match point right here, so you can put away set number one.
Here's set point. As Harvey looking calm and collected. McCray again. It's going to be played by Harvey, and here's Choate. And that's the point, and that's the set. Elgin Owls take the first one, 25-12. And with that, we will come back after a word from our sponsors. 25-12 for the first set. We'll come back for the second set. You're watching our Volleyball Game of the Week live on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton's newest hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road. A family-friendly atmosphere featuring their award-winning pizza and calzone, made fresh daily from their secret family recipe, with handcrafted burgers, wings, appetizers, salad, and homemade desserts, including deep-fried banana pudding. Come hang out with us. The Hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road in Lawton.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
At Whitehead Plumbing, our mission is to be a leading full-service plumbing contractor. We have dedicated over 20 years perfecting our expertise in Southwest Oklahoma with our craftsmanship and customer service. Whether you have a water, sewer, or gas line that needs to be replaced or repaired, you can always count on us to be there. We offer free estimates and have 24/7 emergency services available. We'll work around the clock and are committed to providing our customers with impeccable services. Call Whitehead Plumbing today for all your plumbing needs.
Set number two about to tip off here at Eisenhower Middle School. They're just kind of crossing the T's, dotting the I's, I suppose. Elgin took the first set, 25-12, on an impressive 10-0 run.
That was after Eisenhower started off 5-0.
Right,
so they were really cold out of the gate for Elgin, and then they found a rhythm.
It was a really hot start for Eisenhower, and their really good service runs for Elgin. It really seemed like the people that were serving knew where to place it, including this girl right here, number 2, Kaylin Harvey, who finished off the last set. Harvey with the serve. McCray tips it, and Elgin picks up right back where they left off with Harvey's serve for a point. Well, we happen to be watching during warm-ups when they play the pregame music, the hype-up music. Harvey was enjoying herself as she's placed another one there for a second point.
She found her spot.
Definitely, yeah, found her sweet spot right there. But she you want to talk about somebody
she's
who's
all smiles right now.
During pregame, whatever song they were playing, she knew the words. She was dancing. She was feeling herself, had her swagger going, and she's got that swagger in this set for sure.
The jinx. We just jinxed. Everything's going her way until we mention her, and then all of a sudden, okay, right into the net.
Kaylin, I'll just not talk next time you serve. Number 10, Miranda Arevalo. She serves it, and that goes skying over the back line. So what momentum Eisenhower had is short-lived. As here's number 7, Amaya Rodriguez, who, along with Harvey, was really one of the stars for Elgin in that first set. And she plays it. Quintanilla here is Terrio, and Terrio hits it in. It just goes out. That's always kind of an iffy deal when you only have one linesman who's on the opposite corner. It's hard to tell on some of those plays on the far line just where they are, but nobody really seemed to dispute it when they called it out. So it will be Eisenhower's point, and Haley Locke prepares to serve. Eisenhower has their 6 in. Haley with very nonchalant looking serve. And that play is into the net by Terrio. For a point for Eisenhower, 3-3. Early stages of this second set here. Played back, and that one is going out of bounds. Nearly hit. Looked like Rodriguez there. She tried to get out of the way and just ended up ducking for cover. So in come a few new substitutions for Elgin, including Centennial, and here comes Ariana Thomas to serve. Played by Arevalo. It's going to be hit over by Mercer. Point for Elgin. For Eisenhower. Too many
all
E's.
tied up at 4 apiece.
Too many E's, Eric.
Yeah.
We're going to change your name.
Yeah.
Or spell it with an A or something.
That'd be different.
Yeah.
They always want to spell it with a K sometimes.
Oh,
C-O-I-C-K.
Right.
No.
Played over the serve by Destiny Mendez. And there's McCrae with the beautiful reverse set. Here's a hit by Terrio. Nice rally by Eisenhower. McCrae. Here is a hit over by number 16, Ramos. Harvey going after it, can't quite find the space. And this is a gritty Elgin team, though, and they're going to fight for every point. They really haven't made too many mistakes of their own. Not too many self-inflicted wounds. I might have just jinxed him again. Centennial hits that one well over the backward line. 6-4 now. Eisenhower serving. Mendez hits it back over. It is beautifully placed over by Ramos.
There's miscommunication, I think.
Yeah.
They just were in the wrong spot, and they weren't able to. They kind of looked at each other like, oh, that was you or that was on me.
I thought you had it. Harvey goes out. Cortez comes in. And now serving will be Terrio. It is played by Mercer. Terrio plays it over to Ramos, and she hits it to the back corner. That might have been going out. We'll never know. Mendez didn't want to take a chance, so she went for it and just couldn't get enough air under it to keep the rally going. So Elgin will get that point. Once again, we're tied. And it really does feel great to have high school sports back. You got the smells of the concession stand emanating throughout. I almost want to get some cotton candy after this set or something like that, man. A Gatorade and a pickle.
You did the trifecta on that.
Hey, man.
You do it all.
I do it all. You got to have the sweet
nachos
and the
with the
salty.
jalapeno, yeah.
That might upset my tummy a little bit. We'll see. But, the serve by McCrae, not quite there. It does bring up an interesting question. When you do get to go to some of these events, what is your go-to concession stand food? Do you have a go-to?
No,
Are you a hot dog guy?
No, a slice of pizza is always pretty good.
Yeah.
That's good. Nachos are just too messy. I would do it, but With what we do, I'd get it everywhere.
Yeah, especially if you're broadcasting. I was trying to think. Last time you went to a game that you weren't calling it.
Oh,
probably been a while.
Yeah, that's true.
As hit it back over.
Oh, nice save.
Nice save, but not quite enough. As it looks like Quintanilla probably got the last hit for Elgin over there, and number 3.
Eisenhower's, after considering, I wondered how they were going to respond in set 2 after that kind of, unraveling.
They're keeping their own.
And they've kept their own in this set.
Yeah.
Very, very strong.
Yeah, I think a lot of, Coach Miranda has got to be pleased with what he's seeing so far.
Oh,
as McCray hits it back over. It's going to be played by Rodriguez. Hits it overhand. Going to be played by McCray. Brown hits it way too far out. But, yeah, you hear some of these coaches sometimes, especially if you're a team that maybe hasn't had a lot of victories, a lot of, tallies in the win column, talk a lot about the process more so than the results. Even if they aren't winning a set, they're playing well enough most of the time. Now, that one right there, misplayed perhaps by Miranda Arevalo, just kind of off the outside of her forearm. And when you set, they teach you to hit it kind of on the inside of your forearm, which if it's hit hard enough, isn't always going to feel good. Going to serve again is Elgin, and it's another beautifully placed serve right into the soft spot there. 11-7. Now our score for Elgin, number 6, Sadie Garnett. She is ready. Smacks it good. McCray going to play it from the middle, and that is played back over by Revelo. It is hit over, and it looks like Brown hit it on the play from Kayla Centennial rather, and again another one of those plays at the net that we have seen tonight. Number 13, Aria Brown coming in. Number 8, Lauren Mercer comes out, actually. Rodriguez. Terrio Rodriguez again, and just out of the reach of Destiny Mendez. Rodriguez continuing her dominance tonight so far, as Elgin will get another point and another chance to serve, up 12-8. Centennial with kind of one of your more prototypical frames for a volleyball player, tall, lanky. Brown hits it, and that is going to go out of bounds. Coach Miranda going to call a timeout. He has seen just enough in this set, so they will take a timeout. We will take a timeout too. We'll be back after this. You're watching volleyball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind: providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle, 580-357-8720.
Welcome back to Eisenhower Middle School, home of the Vikings normally, but tonight home of the Lady Eagles, as Eisenhower's volleyball game against Elgin has been pushed to the middle school gym. And the Eisenhower Lady Eagles.
It's kind of nice because they're not only a nice facility, but if they got air conditioning in it, we're in a better spot.
Yeah.
Than having suffering air conditioning in one building.
As somebody that has dealt with air conditioning outages at his residence a couple times this summer, not the place to be. Elgin leading 1-0 and leading 13-8 in this second set. They're serving right now as Centennial with the serve. Here is Rodriguez with the hit, and it's off the fingertips of McCray. point for Elgin as Amaya Rodriguez continues to get kills, serves, whatever she can do to extend her team's lead as Eisenhower trails 8-14 now. 14 serving 8. Centennial with the service. Right at Mendez. McCrae setting up Brown. Beautifully set tip. Just gentle.
Sometimes they don't have to be kills. They can just be soft little spots, just right where they need to be.
Like a bird's feather. And that is just as light as could be, but effective.
A good bird reference with the two teams there, Owls and Eagles.
I totally meant to do that. Absolutely.
Yeah. I planned that.
Picked up on my Easter egg. Well done, Eric. You found it. Number 7, Rodriguez hitting it. McCrae. Arevalo beautifully backhand. Arevalo setting up, I believe it was Adams. Here's Terrio for Rodriguez again. McCrae diving.
Nice save.
Beautiful save, but it's going to go the wrong way. And you can see good camaraderie there from Brown and Arevalo. Sometimes, the best thing you can do as teammates is just, hey, my bad.
Yeah.
I think they both realized they weren't placing blame. They both realized that, it was nobody's real fault. Just happened to go the wrong direction. As we see
it's out.
It is out. Caitlin Harvey serving again.
She got a good touch. We jinxed it when she hit it back in the net, but otherwise she started off real well.
She is maybe not one of the bigger players on Elgin's roster, but sometimes you don't need to be the biggest player to be the better volleyball player. She just has a really good touch about her. McCrae one-hands it. Arevalo. McCrae again barely gets over the net, but it was enough, and a good save by Mendez. Saved by the other libero.
Great volley.
Great play by Harvey. Man, what a rally, both teams. Kata into the middle for Mercer. And here comes Rodriguez. She's been the kill shot all night. Not that time. Arevalo sets it over. Harvey to Rodriguez again. Just going to keep on going. Mercer slaps it into the soft spot. And Lauren Mercer said, I am done with this. I shall end this right and now.
And she did. She got to double digits to make it 16-10.
She was fed up with it. She's like, no, I want to stand in one place, please. Arevalo now set to serve. 16-10. Arevalo serves it towards the sideline. It is played by Rodriguez. Harvey. Rodriguez switches to the other side of the court, still finds it, and McCrae couldn't get it quite over the net. And I think her teammates expected it to go over, didn't really prepare to. And of course, even if you are prepared, that spot right at the net is kind of no man's land. It is kind of a dead man's area there. Kind of hard to get it over, especially if you only have one hit left of your 3. As Rodriguez prepares to serve, 17-10, Elgin leads in the second set. And that is right into the net. So if you are new to volleyball or just new to the high school rules here in the Oklahoma Secondary Schools Activities Association, play 5 sets, best 3 out of 5. The first 4, your sets are first to 25 points. And the last one is sudden death. They go to 15 points. So serve here by Locke. Right into the net, so I don't think she was planning to play copycat of Rodriguez's serve into the net, but that's what ended up happening. So Thomas is going to serve now with a 7-point lead once again for the Lady Owls. It is played by Arevalo. McCrae hits it back over. Harvey. Thomas. Plays it for Ramos, and it's off the fingertips. Hudman can't quite get it over. That was a valiant effort, though. She really, if that has a little more power, maybe a little less arc, that might be over. But again, she's probably playing it for one of her teammates. Thomas going to serve now with a 19-11 lead. Again, nicely done. A little bit in that soft spot. Mercer going to hit it back over. Thomas. Harvey. And that is played back by Arevalo. Tipped out of bounds. So Elgin 5 points away from taking a commanding 2-0 set lead. Now we've seen 3-set rallies before, but we don't want to put the cart before the horse because this set isn't even over. But Elgin is creeping
you start
closer.
Questioning yourself too. I mean, you're not in that stretch and timeout.
Your mentality changes. Absolutely. So Elgin and Eisenhower will go to a timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Aw, look, how sad. Everybody but you has a debit card, and they're all out having fun, shopping, dining, feeling good. And here you are with crumpled cash and counting change. Not a good look, pal. Sounds like your wallet needs a friend. That friend is a PayMe debit card from Communication Federal Credit Union. Use your free PayMe card in apps, in stores, and anywhere you shop. You're good to go. Come into any branch and open your account in as little as 10 minutes or go to comfedcu.org. Communication Federal.
Welcome back to the Eisenhower Middle School, where the Eisenhower Lady Eagles trail Elgin 21-11. We thank you for joining us tonight on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Glenn Brockenbush alongside Eric Sherem. Our first sporting event broadcast of the school year for 23-24. And
two of our schools featured. I love it.
Absolutely. Yeah, couldn't really draw it up any better. Harvey plays it back to Terrio, and that's going to go right through the fingertips of possibly two Lady Owls. It looked like Hudman and Mercer were there at the net. Neither one could really get a good read on it. So Thomas is going to serve again. And it is hit by McCray. Harvey plays it over, and here's going to be Hudman. It's going to be hit by Thomas. Harvey again found Ramos. Here's McCray setting it over for Eisenhower. Back over at the net was
what a save, and then it went
Centennial.
out.
Oh, man. Again, maybe not a lot to show for it on the scoreboard yet, but Eisenhower's been playing really hard. And volleyball is a sport where you can really see it visibly, whether a team is putting forth a good effort or not, and whether there's good communication or not. It feels like the communication has been fairly good. A lot of the players being in the right spot most of the time. However, they are staring set point in the eyeballs right now. 24-11. Elgin serving. Ariana Thomas sends it back over. Mendez played it to Arevalo. McCray spikes it over, and that was just a little much for Rodriguez. Emily McCray, and Eisenhower says, I'm not dead yet. I feel quite better.
That's right.
For you Monty Python fans. Hey, you got it. There we go. One of the best ones. Nice. I knew we were friends, Eric.
You thought you were going to slip one right by me.
Destiny Mendez sends it over. It's going to be played by Harvey. That's going to be Ramos. Arevalo plays it back to Hudman, sets it over. Elgin going to try and get it back over. It's going to be Terrio. Sends it to the opposite corner, but McCray is there. Brown hits it back over to Harvey.
That's to get out of the way. Yeah.
Quintanilla, the libero, plays it, and they're going to call, was that a
double tap?
Double tap. So, number 4.
Or 4 times over, I mean.
Oh, okay, so 4 hits.
Yeah, 4 hits.
There it was.
Think so.
Mendez going to send it back over. Quintanilla fields it. And Ramos sends it right into the net. So, before you know it, Eisenhower with a little bit of a rally. Now, they still got some work to do, but they're in a better position than they were, say a minute and a half ago.
Right.
Mendez looking for some momentum here. Harvey plays it over. Terrio, and that's going to be just too much for Locke to get to, and that will be another set victory, 25-14. That's 2 sets for the Elgin Owls, so they have a 2-0 lead. We'll come back for the 3rd set of this volleyball game of the week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Waste is dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer residential trash services for Lawton's outlying communities. We are a locally owned company. We're fast, professional, and affordable. High-quality customer service is our #1 focus, and we deliver every time. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every problem has a solution. Waste Solutions. Call or click today.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes. And then there is ours, Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
We are back live from Eisenhower Middle School. The Elgin Lady Owls lead Eisenhower 2-0 in this volleyball game of the week on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're glad you could have joined us. Glenn Brockenbush with Eric Sharam. Our first game of the year, not just for volleyball, but for any sport. And
yeah, we're going to start now and go all the way through May, so
absolutely.
Stay with us.
And if you are an Elgin fan or an Eisenhower fan, we have channels of both these schools. You can watch us on our YouTube page, on our app, available both on Android and Apple, or on Roku, Amazon, Apple TV. Download the app, know it, love it, and you can watch football, basketball, baseball, softball, and a little bit of soccer here and there, and of course volleyball. Saw a few of the Eisenhower football players here tonight. The Eagles will kick off their season next Friday, which is hard to believe, less than 2 weeks away. As, in fact, a couple of the stars just walked in. I saw Jermaine Vu and Kingston Tito, the Eagles kick off the season against Ardmore at Cameron Stadium next Friday. And we will have that live. But right now, we have Eisenhower serving to Elgin, and Revelo's serve is over the back line. So the ball will go back to Kaylin Harvey. And
it's a go-to girl right there.
And she has been one of their top servers tonight. Just really knows what to do with the volleyball in her hands. It's going to be hit back to McCray. She sends it. Beautifully placed by Emily. Right in that just beautifully tucked in spot where I think if you're doubtful at all, you're probably not going to play that. And they didn't play it, but it was in. So the ball will go back to the Eisenhower Eagles. Looks like Haley Locke is going to come in, and I believe she will serve. So she comes in for Aria Brown. Haley going to try and improve on the last time she served. We'll see what she can do here. Just clears the net, and she made them work for it. Quintanilla had to work for it. That is served back, barely out. And, man, I think Choate really thought that she had that one there. It was just, she looks a little disheartened because, again, another one of those plays just a few inches in, and that's a point, and Elgin would have service. But, as it were, Locke is going to serve again for Eisenhower. And we have just lost the lights here in the gym.
Oh, nice stuff. Someone pushed the wrong button. There they go.
Okay. I was worried there was another power outage because we've had a few of those in Lawton.
That's kind of weird. No play, no foul.
Okay, so
back to action here.
Looks like everyone is clear of the light switches now.
Yeah. I didn't know they so easily get turned off.
Got to put a cover on those
all
things
LEDs,
or something.
So yeah.
Prevent accidents or pranks. Rodriguez with a spike, and man, have we seen that a few times tonight. She has just been lethal with some of those kills. So that will give Elgin the point and the service. And look who it is. It will be Amaya Rodriguez. Ready to serve, and it is going to be played by McCray, but not in a way that would earn them the point. So Elgin will get the point. And Jenny Walker, the coach for Elgin, giving her players instructions. But right now just kind of watching over them. Nice serve by Rodriguez, and it's going to go right into the net again. McCray again right at the net. And just like that, 4-2 for Elgin. Jump serve, played by Locke to Mendez. It's going to be a Revelo who bumps it back over. It's Harvey. Rodriguez, nice save. Good save by Revelo. McCray hits it back over. Harvey. This is going to be Ramos, and she just didn't time it quite right. Hit the palm as it was going down. And we are going to see a substitution. Allie Geiger comes into the match for Elgin. She comes in replacement of Rodriguez, it appears, as Destiny Mendez will serve. A jump serve of her own. Harvey plays it at... Now she's wondering whether that was an over-the-net violation. They're not calling it. They are giving the point to the Eagles. So those plays at the net can always be a little contentious. Mendez with the serve, hit by Geiger. Arevalo gonna spike that. Tito's just gonna stand there and hit it. Harvey, Choate, gonna just saucer that one over, and the play over by Eisenhower was out of bounds. So we will now see number 15, Ariana Thomas, serving as Quintanilla comes out. Dorsley is in, as well as Centennial. Tito with a nice play, and That's off the fingers of 116 of there's a hit by number 16 for Eisenhower, and off the fingers of another 16, Jaden Ramos for Elgin. So that is a point for the Eagles. 5-5 our score. McCray with the service, and that's not going to even make it over the net.
Not what you wanted to do right there.
No, a little
that
bit
was
off
not
of
planned.
the side of her hand.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you watch a punt. If I make comparisons to other sports, it's
Sure.
probably because I know other sports well,
Yep.
but also you see a lot of parallels. And if you ever watched a punter punt one off the side of his foot, that's essentially the equivalent of what Emily did there with the service. And you can tell it as soon as it hits your hand. Meanwhile, that was a good serve there by number 4, Ellie Terrio, who's quietly had a pretty good game as well. She was a little more active in those first couple sets for Elgin, as she will serve again. Service over. Under hit by McCray. It's going to be tipped over by Tito. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Elgin. So Kaylee Tito.
It's got a little tighter match this time.
This is the first time tonight, I believe, that we've seen Tito playing in the middle. Maybe Coach Miranda wanted to go with a little more size there in the middle. Notice that soft spot was being attacked a little bit more. It's going to be played beautifully by Tito. She's feeling it. This might end up being a pretty inspired substitution by Nico Miranda, and we got a timeout. 7-7 our score in the third set. We'll be back after this. You're watching the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
We are back, 7-7 our score in the third set of this volleyball game of the week on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Lawton Eisenhower in the Columbia blue to black kind of gradient fade jerseys on the left, as our cameraman, producer, a little bit of do-everything utility player Eric Sherem, who will also be giving commentary throughout the night, shows the service from Kata over to the Elgin Owls, as that'll be played over by number 11, Chelsea Cordes. Kaylee Tito, almost goes in. If that had been another point by Tito, gosh, she would be
on fire.
Sadie Garnett instead serving it for Elgin. 8-7, the Owls lead. That will come over. Brown hits it. McCray. Tito going to play it back over. Quintanilla. Played by Garnett, and that is going to be hit back over by Elgin. That's going to be another point. 9-7, our score. As you can see, our beautiful little score chyron there. It's going to be played by McCray. Tito just hammers it. Kaylee says, thank you very much.
She's really taken this set over. Well,
she's got that momentum, baby.
She's got something to say about it.
She is about to serve. And you can see Nico kind of in the corner telling her, calm down. She doesn't want that engine running too hot. It is hit back over by Elgin, and then Eisenhower. Tito's going to play it. McCray's going to softly loft it back over. It's going to be played by Rodriguez. And it looks like it's going to be a point for Elgin. Man, and they're going to take Tito out. We'll see how that affects the game. You don't always believe that one player can really make that big a difference. My goodness.
She's been a factor.
She's been quite the factor. And Eisenhower's been the beneficiary of a lot of key plays by Kaylee Tito. We'll see what they can do now. That play is going to be a point as Aria Brown with a little sauce of her own.
And by the way, we don't have this, but Elgin leads 2-0. So
Correct.
This is really a do or die, stay alive for Eisenhower.
And I think that's, key what you saw from Nico, where he, puts in a key player, or makes a substitution late. Sometimes you're just kind of grasping at straws, trying to find something that works. And maybe Eisenhower has found something that works in this third set. Now, to be fair, if you're just joining us, they did lead. I believe it was 5-0 in the first set. So who knows? You're never entirely sure, but it is tied up, 10-10, and Revelo can't quite get it over. But it is going to be Harvey about to serve. She's been one of their key women tonight. As it is going to be played by Harvey. And it went underneath, so it's just out of instinct she wanted to keep playing it, I guess. Playing till the whistle blows. 12-10. Kaylin Harvey again to serve. Oh, misplay by McCrae. And that is going to be down for a point. And we again see Harvey in those bright red shoes, team colors. Hits it towards the back again through the hands of Kata. So once again, Kaylin Harvey, her serves proving to be a key factor in momentum swing. She was the one who served, I believe it's like the last 10 points of the first set.
Yeah.
Really took Elgin away with that one. It was a close one until she decided it wasn't going to be. It's played by Harvey. Quintanilla going to hit it. Back over McCrae. It's going to be played to Brown. She's going to loft it over. Harvey plays it beautifully. Here's Rodriguez. Going to play it towards the back, and it's going to be over the back line, much to the delight of the Eisenhower faithful. Eventually, with some of these schools where there's not the same first letter of the school, I'm going to hopefully be a little smoother at this, Eisenhower and Elgin. But the two EHSs tonight, loser has to change their name. That's not actually official, but it's going to be played by Harvey. Rodriguez hits it. McCrae. It's going to be played by Mercer. And they're going to give the point. They're going to call it a double hit. Okay. So it is going to be Amaya Rodriguez.
I'll chant from the Elgin faithful, you can't do that. I always love it when they do that really well in basketball.
Yeah, I've heard it a few times.
Yeah.
Just once or twice.
Sure.
And it's going to be played by Revelo. Played by Mendez, not high enough. Not enough arc, and Destiny knew it. But, again, you can kind of tell when a team has good camaraderie. They not getting on each other, keeping the mood light, keeping spirits up. And that is going to go out of bounds. So, only by a little bit, though. You saw.
Oh, guess who's coming back in?
Oh, there she is, the X Factor.
That's right. So Tito's going to come back in and try to get something going for the Eagles.
Mendez, beautiful jump serve, played by Quintanilla. It's going to be played over by Harvey. It's going to be inbounds.
I say she come in and she just picked up right where she left off.
What do you know, man? So
She has got a crunch of a serve. I mean, a crunch of a kill.
Good serve there by Destiny. It's down, and saw Ramos
rally's
diving
back on for the Eagles.
Rally. They do not want to go quietly into that good night. It's going to be hit by Quintanilla. It's going to be played by Ramos. Locke hits it back. They're going to try and rally this, and goodness, they do. Great play by Arevalo, but not anyone there in the back. Man, and it looked like Arevalo and Mendez were going to both go forward. It's almost like an outfield ball. You don't want to collide. So I think both thought the other was going to go for it.
It's been a very fun set right here. This is my favorite right here, this set 3.
It has been by far the most closely contested.
Enjoyable.
Very enjoyable. McCray going to set up and hit it with the one hand and hit it right into the floor for another point. And she will be due up for service. So, 17-15. Eisenhower still trailing, but this is as manageable as it's been this late in a set. They trail 2-0. It's going to be played back. Harvey's going to hit it back over. Keep the rally going. Here's Tito. She's going to play it to what looked like a soft spot, but there was Harvey. Here's Ramos. She's going to play it into no man's land, and that will be a point for Elgin. It's all about kind of determining where the people
that
aren't.
Spot is, yeah.
And I swear I will try to come up with synonyms for soft spot because I think I've used that term about 8 times tonight, but it's really what it is. It's going to be that soft spot in the zone, knowing where the people aren't. So service now by Terrio, and that is a point. And as quickly as you could say Owls, Elgin leads now by 4 and is creeping closer towards kind of that kill zone of getting just a few points away from ending this sucker. But,
right into the net.
And if I remember correctly, years ago, volleyball rules were more like tennis rules where I don't think you could play it over the net on service. So it is, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Sometimes you're both. Service again by Terrio. Here's Tito with the set. McCray's going to play it over. Quintanilla is going to bump it back. Ramos is going to try to play it, but I don't know if she knew how many hits they had, if she played it backwards, or maybe that's all she could do at that point. It's going to be 16 serving 20. Arya Brown and it looks like Kata are going to come in as the 2 subs. And Isha Kata will be serving, number 5. Nice serve. It's going to be played and hit by Centennial back, and it is going to be over the back line. Eisenhower with service again and the point. So a really gutsy set here by Eisenhower. And are we getting a timeout? Looks like we are getting a timeout. Okay, so timeout in the third set. 20-17 Elgin leads. We'll be right back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here at Classic Lawton Chevrolet, we love our community and we want to show our appreciation.
We offer savings for military, first responders, college students, and educators, giving back to those who give everything they've got.
What's in your driveway? You don't have to come onto the lot, we'll bring it to you.
Get a 360-degree view and video summary of every vehicle, top dollar for your trade, and even get pre-approved. ClassicChevyNation.com.
What's in your driveway?
Enjoy the difference.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma Sports Network's broadcast of volleyball. Eisenhower trails Elgin 17-20 in this third set. They trail the game 2-0, but what a rally it has been right now. Lady Eagles showing a lot of fight in this third set as Isha Kata continues to serve for the Lady Eagles. And it will go over. Quintanilla going to play it. It's going to be hit back over by Terrio. Arevalo hits it to Mendez. And it's going to be misplayed by Brown at the net. Not a whole lot she could have done there. So the point and the ball will go to Elgin. So we will now see the reintroduction of number 7, Amaya Rodriguez, and we will now see Sadie Garnett serving. And if you're an Elgin fan, you're saying, come on, Sadie, let's finish this one. It's going to come over to Kata. Arevalo going to have to scramble. That one's going to get over. Great play by Isha Kata. Brown going to hit it. It's going to be Terrio to tip it over. Arevalo. Here's Tito. What a... So gentle.
You know, you can't predict whether she's going to kill it or she's going to soft it. And
That
she just soft little touch like that.
You know,
and it worked.
I feel like I've used every other sports analogy. That is the definition
Now
of
she's
an
to serve.
off-speed. Yeah, that is
Yep.
that is a change-up right there. And she gets to serve now. Very fluid serve. And looky. Only down by 2 are the Eisenhower Lady Eagles.
Backs are against the wall, so they need to make it happen here.
Oh, just grazes the net. It's going to be Rodriguez. They hit it back over. McCrae's going to field it. Arevalo going to hit it to Mercer. She plays it. Rodriguez going to go for the kill. It's going to tip off the hands of Mercer and just going to fall gently to the ground. A point for the Lady Owls as they now sit 3 points ahead, but just as importantly, 3 points away from that magic 25 that would end this game right here. But that's not going to help matters.
No.
Kayla Centennial serve goes right to her teammate and then to the net. So Eisenhower will get another shake at it. Miranda Arevalo gonna serve. She rocks it over. It's gonna be played by Terrio. Rodriguez hits it off of the fingers of McCrae. And how good has Amaya Rodriguez been tonight? When they needed her most, she and, speak of the devil, I was just about to say, their 2 most clutch performers tonight. Here comes.
Guess who's back to serve, yeah.
Number 2, Kaylin Harvey, who has been behind some of the most key clutch rallies for Elgin tonight. She will try to put this baby away. She serves it over. It is Arevalo. She will play it to Mercer. Mercer tips it over, and it is going to be played by Choate. And Mendez just couldn't go to it. Beautiful play by Addison Choate. Really her first
Timeout.
big point tonight, and a timeout with 1 point away. Elgin is from winning this. We'll go to break. You're watching Volleyball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Welcome back to our volleyball game of the week on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Elgin looking to put this one away against Lawton Eisenhower. Kaylin Harvey set to serve for Elgin, 1 point away from winning the match. It's played by Emily McCrae, hit by Kata. Arevalo is going to hit it back over. Elgin will have a chance. Here's Harvey. Here is Rodriguez. She tips it over. Beautifully hit back by Elgin, and they're not going to play it back. Sorry, Eisenhower played it back. Elgin couldn't get it back over. Here comes Haley Locke. She is going to come in to serve. So Eisenhower not ready to call it quits just yet. They don't want to go home and do their homework. So Locke gets ready to serve. Over the net, and it's out, and that does it. 25-21 in the final set. Elgin wins in straight sets over Lawton Eisenhower tonight. And that means that Coach Jenny Walker's team is now 3-0 as they get ready to take on their old rivals, the Cache Bulldogs, in 2 days. Meanwhile, Eisenhower, they fall after the Putnam City tournament. They fall to 0-6 as they get ready to play Duncan.
Well, it was a really good fight in that last one, and so
really
you gotta really hand it to Eisenhower. It's just they're not that far away. I mean, I know the score and the sets didn't indicate, but that last fight was really good to watch.
As you could have asked
pretty much
without winning it.
Right.
Just a few points here and there, but it's these early games are a learning experience for the rest of the season. So that will do it tonight. We want to thank you for watching. Yeah,
and don't forget, we got a whole slate of things to come, so be on the lookout. So like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter or X, subscribe to our YouTube channel, find us on Instagram. You'll find out what sports we have coming up. In fact, next Friday we are full, and Thursday and Friday, MacArthur will play at home at Cameron. Friday, Eisenhower will be in action on football. We'll still have some volleyball and some softball as well. Download us on the app, on the Apple and Android devices, and on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. For Glenn Brockenbush, this is Eric Sherman bidding you a pleasant good evening. Elgin takes it to Eisenhower, 3 sets.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports